Okay, this will be a recording for the rod, which is part of our first project, second model. The final size of for the rod will be a 10 millimeter diameter shaft by 100 millimeters long. With that being said, I'm going to come up here and reset under Options tab. We're going to come on down to File Locations right here. Okay. And show folders for, I'm going to make sure that's set to document templates, and I'm going to click the add button. Okay, once I click the add button, of course, for you students, you'll have to go back and redirect it to the S drive. For me, because I'm on my home computer right now, I'm going to come into of course, I have it under Spring 2011, Week 1. I'm going to come to my Engineering Design with SolidWorks folder. Of course, you've created it on your S drive. If you were doing this at home, it's probably going to be just Engineering with Design SolidWorks right under your My Documents folder. So double click that. I'm going to drop it down, find my Templates folder, double click that so that my template folder is shown here in the dialog box on the bottom. I'll click OK. You'll now notice that the bottom string down here actually redirects SolidWorks to find templates that are in the My Template folder. Okay, I'm going to select OK to accept that. It's going to give me a warning that I'm going to be adding a template in there, and of course I'll select yes. Okay, now I'm going to come up here and select New, and you'll see I have several templates on my home computer here, but you'll be looking for the template marked My Template. Okay, and we should have our part millimeter ANSI standard template, and I'll select that and select OK. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and right-click Front Plane from the Feature Manager tree. Okay, and using the In Context toolbar, we're going to start a sketch. Selecting Sketch. We're going to click the Circle Sketch tool from the Sketch tab. Right up here. We're going to click the origin in the graphic screen window. We're going to click a position to the right of the origin. We're going to left click select a Smart Dimension sketch tool up here. We're going to click the circumference of the circle that we created and enter 10 millimeters in the Modify Dimension text box. Select OK. I'm going to hit F for fit. I'm going to actually use the Escape key to deselect the Smart Dimension tool. You can see I no longer have it on my mouse tip. And I'll drag the 10 dimension down and hit F for fit one more time. Okay. I'm going to go up, and from the confirmation corner I'm going to select OK. Now, from the Feature tab, I'm going to select an Extrude Boss Base. Okay, and SolidWorks puts me into an isometric view. For an end condition, I'm going to use blind. For a length, I'm going to use 100 millimeters. And I'm going to select OK. And once again, I'm going to use the F key to fit. Okay. Now, notice the Z direction, and if I expand the Boss Extrude, notice where my sketch is back here. So we want to extrude in the positive Z direction. Okay. Now, from the feature tree, I'm going to rename Boss Extrude 1, and I'm going to rename it to, and I'm going to select it again, I'm going to rename it to Base Extrude. Okay. And I select the graphic screen just to release that. And I'm going to click Save. And I realize that I haven't saved this yet, but watch what happens if I just click Save. SOLIDWORKS knows I haven't saved this yet, so it's going to ask me, put me into a Save As command. Okay, and I'm going to go and browse for my my projects folders, which would be in my engineering design with SOLIDWORKS projects. Okay, and I'm going to call this my rod. Okay, and I'll select Save. And I already have a rod in there, but I'm going to replace it. Okay, now from the heads up toolbar, this is your heads up toolbar, and if it's not shown, of course, you can right click up in the menu area up here, and if you come all the way down here, this scroll all the way down, it says View Heads Up. You need to check this. So if it's not checked, it'll look like this. Okay, so I'm going to come down, turn the View Heads Up toolbar on. Okay, we'll be using this a lot. I'm going to drop my view orientation down, and I'm going to select Front. Okay, so now I'm looking at a front view of my model. I'm going to select the surface, this front surface of the rod. You can see I've selected it. And from the feature tree, I'm going to go ahead and select my hole wizard. Which my hole wizard fires up here. From the hole type, I'm going to go here and select hole. From standard, I'm going to select ANSI metric. From type, I'm going to select drill size, and you can see there's multiple choices here. From size, I will select the 3. From end condition, I'll select blind, and for depth, I'll select 10 millimeters. Okay, and I'm going to select the position tab now. Alright, now select the position tab, and you'll notice my cursor now has the point tool. I can deselect it up here, or I can just press escape. I'm going to select this point, holding the control key. I'm going to use the flyout feature tree, and I'm going to select the origin. Okay, and you can see the origin is lit up blue. My point is blue. I now have the Relations Property Manager, and I'm going to select Coincident. Okay, and you can see that it's selected. And I'll select OK. Okay, now if I go ahead and go to a isometric view, alright, you can see that the hole is in there now. Okay. Now, using the feature tree once again, I'm going to come down and rename this diameter hole 1, the diameter 3.0 diameter hole 1. I'm going to rename that. Click it twice. I'm going to call it front hole. Okay, and I'll select the graphic screen to deselect that feature from the feature tree. I'll select Save. Okay. Next, I'm going to select the front outer circular edge. Okay, now I know this is the Z positive, so this is going to be the front of my rod. This is going to be the front outer edge. So I'm going to select that edge. Okay, and from the feature trees, I'm sorry, from the feature tab, I'm going to go over here and under fillet there's a little flyout. Right, click that, and I'm going to select chamfer. Chamfer property manager comes up, and you can see I've selected this edge. I want to set my chamfer to 1 millimeter. I'm going to accept the 45-degree default setting. I'm going to go ahead and click my graphic screen just so I can see this showing the correct size. So you can see that while I was still hovering with my mouse in this entry field here, it hadn't updated yet. So once I click the graphic screen, it updates the preview and shows the correct chamfer size. Okay. And I'm going to select OK. And that does a little chamfer for us. Okay. Now, I'm going to right click. Okay. I'm going to right click the front circular face. Now again, our Z positive is this way, so this will be our front face here. So I'm going to right click that face, and I have my in context toolbar flies out, and I'm going to select to start a sketch.